I've got 3 pages, so I'm sorry if I read it a bit. I'm nervous. Right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Afternoon.
Before I start, let me just say that the formative years I spent in the company of the Groom means that he had as much of a part in developing my sense of humour as anyone. So although I've tried to make this speech as funny as possible, please blame Steve if it's not. As a student teacher, most people say it's quite easy to stand in front of people and talk, but I've been told a tactic when reading a speech out to an audience to imagine you're all naked. Oh. To be honest, after looking at some of you today, I don't think I'm
Brilliant. Brilliant. Well done, mate. That was a success.
When realising Dad had to pick a best man, he couldn't think of anyone suitable, so he decided to have 2 reasonably good ones instead. Now it's said that being asked to be the best man is being asked to make love to the Queen. It's a great honour, but nobody really wants to do it. By the way, if there is anybody here this afternoon who's feeling nervous, apprehensive and queasy at the thought of what lies ahead, it's probably because you've just got married to Steve Larter. My first impression of Steve when I eventually grew up to be a man was that
Brilliant.
he was a guy with a really distinctive sense of fashion, style, and being young and impressionable myself, I started to copy him in the sorts of things he used to wear. Until, unfortunately, my mother grounded me for taking clothes off the wardrobe.
Brilliant.
Better than what I expected,
Brilliant.
Yeah, after looking on many best man websites, as you do, it becomes apparent that we would need to research into his life, but we've all heard quite a lot of anecdotes from him in the past, so we thought we'd share just a couple what we remember when we were children. Watch out, Father. On one of the many occasions, Father came home tired and teasy of not being able to park in the street. Mother had told him we had been playing up all day, as you do, and he couldn't be bothered to give us a crack, so he tortured us the next day by giving us a task of counting all the grains of sand in our garage. So as a word of warning from us to you, Stephen and Melanie, if you see a lorry holding sand park in the backyard, you know what's coming. Having said that, Val, you've really had a calming influence on him. He's never been so happy, and I think we've all seen that change in him. And although he's had a pretty good life, so far as I'm aware, you've really made him the happiest man alive, and we couldn't be prouder. So I thank you on everyone on behalf of doing that, because hopefully we'll all have some peace now. Another anecdote we've remembered is on one occasion that Dad came home half cut from a darts night. He stumbled in with half a bag of Chinese in his hand, raced up the stairs and urinated in the wardrobe. So I ain't, Belle, that if you've got a separate wardrobe, well, you've got protective masking over your clothes. There are obviously 2 very important people here today, without whom very little of this would have been possible. And the great thing is that as the evening progresses, most of us will get to spend more and more time talking with them. So please join me in a very special toast to the bar staff. I'd just like to say, Steve, you're a lucky groom. You've married Belinda, who's beautiful, smart, funny, warm, loving and caring, with 2 fantastic kids, brothers and sisters now. And she deserves a good husband. So thank God you married her before she found someone else. But on a serious note, although as you probably will understand, Brian and I found it hard to come to terms with Dad splitting up with Mother and all that. And when I was my closing you found an absolutely beautiful lady. One who we already knew and will always keep you happy. And I'm sure that Gran and Granda will be extremely proud of you right now. absolutely fantastic bloke. We could never have asked for a better dad. And Belinda is extremely lucky to have you, which I'm sure she'll agree with. And we both wish you both every happiness in the next chapter of your life. Now, I'd like to finish on a little poem. We've always had a running theme in our side of the family, whereby long words are often seen as being a bit snobby, which often Ryan Durban doesn't get and have to run through. So I found this poem that I'd like to finish on. Please try to keep up. I think now. I know it may be a little cheesy like the rest of my speech, and the words may be a bit harder to understand, but there we are. Anyway, congratulations on the termination of your isolation, and may I express my appreciation of your determination to end the desperation and frustration that has caused you so much consternation and given you the inspiration to take this unification and bring an accumulation to the population. So as I end my toast to this occasion and wrap up my salutation, I raise my glass in this combination and bid good luck to the consummation. So cheers, Belinda and Steve, and on with the celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the bride and groom, Belinda and Steve Larter.
Brilliant.